And the recorder. We need the icon and the recorder. Sodom, Darina's map, letter found in Darina's belt, Darina's dildo. No, you guys didn't find that one yet. There's something else I was looking for. Oh, right. Yeah, you'd have to worry about that. Cool updates. You know, prepping for this game is a lot of work. I just want you guys. Habit Pool, the minor city. I need to update this map. It's not correct anymore. The map of Quebec Pool, no longer a minor city. Those days are gone. All right. Any questions so far on the letters that you guys have found, or you guys
on
want
the
to do
letters that we've gotten?
Yeah.
Vic, it feels like it's been so long since we played because last week was mostly accounting, or 2 weeks ago. So it's been like, feels like a month. So you may have to.
What were we doing?
Yeah, exactly. Who the fuck? Yeah, I have to look at my notes.
Who are you people?
I haven't even thought about the game in 2 weeks, so you may have to hold our hand a little bit on current events, past events.
Victor, just so you know, I have thought about nothing but the game for the past 2 weeks. But
Okay.
I still have no idea. But I still have no idea what's going on.
Did you ever update your character sheet to the centaur changes?
No, I have not.
Oh,
I have to say, Ben, that's 100% on brand.
Email me your character sheet right quick.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely send your sheet over to Brandon. He'll take your sheet.
Victor, are you sure you rolled Centaur on 28? Was it?
I'm regrettably certain. I'm regrettably
I even offered to re-roll.
Victor, I wish
try.
I feel like I'm the only one who's absolutely ecstatic at this development.
Victor, for once, I wish you had lied or something like that. Just.
What am I doing?
I need honesty in this game, but not maybe that much honesty.
Right?
Oh,
you know what?
God.
I'm just going to share my screen. Hold on, let me cancel that.
Centaur brothers. We'll see how long this lasts.
Yeah. What's your like agility over there as a gnoll like?
As a gnoll?
Yeah, like can you jump around and move around well?
Me?
I'm thinking we have. Yeah.
No, I'm suck.
Thinking, okay, because I was thinking we have this whole new element now that we can do where you ride on both of us shooting arrows, just jumping back and forth. It would be amazing.
That would be a lot of jump checks and a lot of ride checks, but I've done something stupid like that before and it worked. There was one time
It's not necessarily skill. I think it's more like what I would want to do, and I don't see Froderick just happily jumping from centaur to centaur, but maybe we could try it.
It would be cool. I mean, there was this one time I was playing a catfolk ranger, and we were being attacked by giant bees while we were camping. So I climbed a tree, and I made a jump check.
What all's left? Keep the bacon. I'll use it tomorrow.
The
DM
keep everything do a balance check and then a ride check, and I got all three, and I was able to ride one of the bees and shoot the rest of the bees down.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
They couldn't attack me because I was riding a bee. It was really difficult.
That was clever.
But Ben, I've sent you my my email in case you have lost it.
Actually, I think I have it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm hoping that I'm sending you the right Excel.
Okay.
Yeah, that's useful.
So Brandon, what you do is you take his centaur character, but just put in dryad stats.
No, the centaur ones are much better.
As a dryad, changing into a centaur.
Oh yeah, I've got to take that. I do have to take the dryad stats into account.
Brandon,
What
you
changed
make
there?
me really believe that you are truly a magician. You wish this into existence. Do you have a ring of
I've
wishes or something?
I've been spiritually crushed since Ben was like, "Ah, I don't think I'll be a centaur. I think I'll be a dryad." Um,
So this moment, this reinvigorated Brandon to a high extent. So that's beautiful.
I think this is the universe's way of rebalancing your familiar getting killed. That's what I'm thinking.
I think
maybe.
so.
I still just think for context and story that 2 centaurs on the team just doesn't work. But whatever.
Oh,
It's
it really
like-
doesn't. This is going to be great. This is going to be the best team ever.
Yes.
Totally
yes.
You guys are going to have,
Like,
and by you guys,
totally
I mean
works.
me, are going to have so much fun.
Oh God.
Let's go down this corridor. All right, horsey one.
Froderick is going to find. I want to be able to find 2 halves of a coconut. Okay,
Ben,
I can join in.
you didn't level up from the last time I sent you this sheet.
no, because it was very confusing after I became a dryad, and I think I sent you one, but you were busy, and I was
No,
like, I can't figure out how to do
This
this.
sheet was from when you were a human.
Oh, maybe I sent. Hang on, I sent you the wrong one.
You're my fucking hero, Ben.
No, I sent him the wrong one.
Yeah, you're like 3
Oh,
levels
thank God.
back. You actually shouldn't
Yeah,
have died in the last adventure.
He's sitting at level 12.
Well,
and
no,
like,
I am like 2 levels behind. In all fairness, like
oh my goodness.
in all honesty, I haven't updated in like 2 levels.
All right, Ben, can I take some creative liberty and just level up your damn character for you?
Yeah, that will go better for the party,
Yes.
D&D accountant for hire.
right?
As long as you can be any character you want, as long as it's a centaur.
Okay.
Party just full of centaurs, and they all ride each
What's
other.
on the screen is we've got Dorina's map that you guys found in her coffin, and the letter that was in her belt. Or I think the map was like in a chest or some shit like that. And you found a letter in her belt. And actually behind all of this is why I shared the whole thing, is the map of the dungeon. So you guys were in the dungeon, you successfully fought Dorina, the vampire, drow, queen, mistress chick. You beat her down to 0. She went into gaseous form back to her coffin. You went into the room where her coffin was. Good job finding it, by the way, Blodgett. And you successfully killed the vampire. Specifically, you gave Dessa the stake, sunrod to put the final kibosh on her, killed her, and then realizing you were basically beat to within an inch or 2 of your lives, went back to Kebek Pool with the ashes of your friend Bash, who then you brought over to the druid, had him reincarnated into a centaur, and something else that's going on here. Centaur, and yes, he spent a sizable amount of time typing up new scrolls of teleport, dispel magic. I think you bought some scrolls of dispel magic from the Wizards Guild, which is doing very well right now, and even better now that they've sold some all their scrolls out. You actually bought out several groups in the area, buying some potions and other magical items, arrows and whatnot. Even went into the city-state to buy a few more, and then that went as well as it normally goes. So you came back to Kebek Pool again, spoke with Tim and the Baron, had some great conversations filling them in on what's going on. Tim told you, yeah, it sounds like between Tim and Blas, you guys did enough work to figure out that, yes, it sounds like the drow are trying to create some super deadly attack against the rest of the world, not just the party. So this has become a more dangerous adventure than it was previously.
Speaking of which, do you think we have one ring of wishes with one wish left? So,
Yeah.
is there any way to recharge that thing a little bit? Or
Yeah, you just cast a wish spell.
Huh?
Cast a wish spell into it.
We can just go kill a couple dragons and see if they give us another one.
I can do that.
If you've got wish and permanency, you can recharge a ring of wishes.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, okay.
So your character can cast wish at this point?
Yes, because I now have. You remember that item you gave me, the intelligence mace that gives me +2 intelligence? That gave me another attribute point in the bonus spell I was looking for.
Forgot about that one. That's
What's your intelligence now? 28, 29?
29.
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, but I think recharging that would, yeah, because I think more fatalities are ahead. If the Sith Mercane was any indication of danger.
Yeah, I get the feeling you might be right.
Okay, I'm gonna get a beverage.
I'm going to speed level bash. First get a D10.
Yes, you got the mace, the scepter, as it were, and then Blah's got a staff of fighting +2 staff. So yes, any questions about? Go ahead.
Oh, I was just trying to ask, where are we at right now? We went back to our bar, right?
Yeah, physically you're in Cabot.
Okay, just making sure.
You mean my monastery priest place? Yeah, that place.
Monastery, bar, same thing.
Literally, yes. Very weird day. Hasn't quite stopped being weird, but it's moving ahead, so fuck it, we're good. Blah 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 blah.
We got a sense of like how many days have passed since this letter was written, because I mean, time's a ticking.
That is one thing that you did figure out. You figure it's been roughly between since the letter was written at this point. You're looking at a good 20 to 30 days. And this is like by the time you guys are ready to leave, it has been a good 20 to 30 days because you spent almost a full week in town building up enough scrolls to make it ready to get ready to go back.
Within 5, 10 days, perhaps 6. It's been about 30.
Yeah,
So half.
50 to 60 days.
Right. I
So
get.
yeah, they're
I can do the math of 10 days.
oh cool. As long as one of us can. Another thing of importance. You spoke to Tim, and someone had the intellect to ask him if he had any suggestions or things to worry about in the plane that you were headed to. And he said basically there are monsters down there who the dark dragons,
Shadow dragons.
shadow dragons, can suck levels out of you.
Daylight
So,
spells would be good.
so that's a thing to worry about that you have now to add to your list.
Where's my searing ray?
Guys, any thoughts on non-detection spells so that when we go back, maybe we can be a little more stealthy?
I'll be honest, I have not given that thought in the last couple of weeks.
I have no problem being stealthy.
That's true, you don't.
The
You want to
issue
have
is we
training
have-
class? I'll teach you.
Okay.
Can we do that, Vic? Budget holds a training class in the monastery bar thing for anybody who wants to learn how to be stealthy.
Do the hokey pokey with the centaurs.
I mean, that
They
works.
can't be stealthy, but you can.
This is how you gallop quietly.
Yeah,
Right.
no.
So basically, you guys can take a with Logit's help if you want to take skill levels or a feat in move silently or
That would be good.
See, I did improve my move silent and hide.
There you go.
A couple of other things.
I mean, that's basically the class that Logic would give you, but you have to burn some skill points to do it.
Oh, yeah, I did.
It's available to everyone, but and it's untrained. So anybody can move silenter than they do normally, but you've got to spend some skill points for it.
So I'm talking to Bash and LJ. Do you guys have move silent at all?
Yeah, we both do. It's untrained. We can do it. LJ has 5 points just because of his dexterity, and Bash is going to have. Yeah. Let me see here.
I'd recommend plus 20, but that's just me.
He'll also have 5.
I mean, I would love to have plus 20 move silent skill points. That would be great.
It would be
Yeah,
nice.
but we all can't be like Blodgett, unfortunately.
That would be awesome to be an invisible minotaur. I mean, that would be.
So Brandon,
centaur,
just
my
FYI, you're basically, even with your super intelligence, you're punching well above your weight. However, the weight class necessary to make a wish permanent is well above yours. You have to be 17th level in order to make a wish permanent. Look at permanency. There's a level minimum for all the spells necessary within it.
Okay.
So
Take a look.
that's our hard guide. You've got the smarts, not the experience, basically.
Okay.
It's like
That makes
you're
sense.
really, really,
Not a
really
terrible
smart.
look.
Oh
Yeah, you're a really,
yeah.
really smart 12th grader. And the college professors appreciate it, but also fuck you. Basically where you're at.
I'm mega mind. Got a
Right.
giant ass head at this point.
Right. And you're super happy to be the protector of
The surface doors.
metrocity. But that's,
Can you turn the
it
volume
takes
down just a hair, buddy? Thank you, sir.
So
Okay,
we
so
were
I
in,
can't make wish permanent.
you know,
we were in Gloros Chasm. Is that right?
no, you were in Sizith Morcane up at the very tippy top, way
Right,
up
tip
here.
top. Okay.
So you guys were here.
Yeah.
Um,
And
Mermaid,
she's in Meramidra
right.
here. So we either is our plan to try and bring the battle to her?
You can wait and see if she wants to bring it to you. That'll be fun.
Well, I was kind of asking the party.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm not too keen on waiting for her to bring the fight to us.
All right. Well, the
Huh.
best we can do is get back to Zith Morcane, and then, even though we have a map, I don't think that I can.
There's another consideration here I see from the map. The bag of holding, it looks like we need to bring a fucking canoe because I noticed there's 17 miles between those two paths. We need watercraft, it looks like.
You might want to make it a big enough canoe to hold a centaur.
2 centaurs.
Yeah.
2 centaurs, sorry. Or a big enough bag of holding to hold a centaur or 2, and then you've got it made.
Well, that's actually an
just get
awesome
them-
idea. That would be a way to make the centaur stealthy.
Yeah,
There you go.
go.
Centaur
Just
jump out
sling
of
them
the
over
bag
your
of holding.
back.
And somebody actually did make a video on YouTube breaking down the science of how long you could survive in a bag of holding.
I saw that.
Yeah, and it's a viable thing.
You hit my brain with your words.
You're basically limited not
just-
by oxygen, but food.
You're just jealous, Vic, that you didn't think of it first.
All you do is
You're
fill
not
it
wrong.
in the bag periodically and throw a corn dog down there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know what's funny? Winter synchronized their Spotify account to the Tesla that I'm driving. It's a rental because I have to pick up mine tomorrow, as a matter of fact. But I got in the car and I was listening to NPR earlier, and I got in the car, and sometimes NPR will play like the part of someone's song as they're cutting out. Like, we finished an interview, so we're going to play a little bit of this one song. And so you never know. Sometimes you get in and NPR is just playing like some fucked up shit. But I get in the car and the beginning of Lil Nas X's latest song comes on. And I was like, oh, they must have just finished an interview with Lil Nas X. That's kind of cool. And then it just keeps playing his song singing about anal sex and cocaine. And I'm like, I'm not buying NPR is doing this. And I finally realized that Winter's Spotify had connected up to the car, like randomly playing Lil Nas X's album. And I was like, okay.
Oops.
Well, I mean, sometimes NPR does accidentally make mistakes and either go off the air or play the wrong thing, or you just hear them having a conversation, which is amazing.
I've listened to them a long time with my dad. I never caught them doing that, but I believe you. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me be more specific. When I say NPR, I'm referring to the local Austin branch of KUTX NPR.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, Dallas KERA doesn't.
Yeah,
they don't fuck up. They don't do as much weed as they do down there. So,
but I've been like, I swear there's just 2 people talking, and I don't think that this is supposed to be on the radio. And then you like hear somebody hitting buttons and madly knocking things over, and I'm like, that's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Like, it's amazing, guys.
Austin, we're just winging it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not complaining. It makes for great radio, you know. Whoever decided that my car should have a USB plug in it to charge my phone, but that doesn't connect to the speaker for some reason is just needs to be slapped. But whatever.
Oh, that is shitty, man. So you can't like put in a USB drive with music in it?
No, you can't. Like, you can't play. Yeah, and it confused me for the longest time because I'm like, there's a slot for this. Why isn't it working? And then I realized. But such is life, first world problems.
Wow,
True story.
wow, wow. Damn, that sucks.
All right. So for the winter, are you guys ready to go back to the dungeon?
I think so. What are we gonna do
Yes.
about the floaty thing? I mean, we can't possibly put a raft in a bag of holding. We could put the poles and rope in the bag of holding and build the raft.
Or we just get scrolls of flying. I mean,
That's true. We could also do that, or water walking.
Water walk for 17 miles? Can we do that with haste? I don't know.
I don't know. I could spider climb.
Spider climb, yeah.
Is there a spell to freeze the water and then we can just slide and we'll move faster?
Yeah,
Okay, that's a good
we
idea.
just put in ice skates. How about that?
This is a cave, right? So this is inside a cave.
That's what we want is
Water
two
walk is
centaurs and
10 minutes-
uncontrollable.
10 minutes per level, so basically you can do it for like it's clerical and ranger. So Zag could cast it and you guys could walk for a good 2 hours. That's a pretty good period of time. You water walk on the two centaurs. That's it. You water walk the two centaurs. Everybody hops on a horsey, and then you ride across the water.
And use haste. Yeah. Or something like that.
Couldn't go. I love it. I love
Okay.
it. That's a great idea.
Okay, as long as we got some kind of a plan, or at least we know that this is coming up as a potential obstacle. So I bring it up.
No, it's a
Always
valid point.
appreciated. Yeah.
Well, the 17 miles kind of thing kind of tipped me off.
Well, I mean, that's a day's walk, right?
Oh yeah.
Hard.
Yeah, that's a decent
I
day's
mean,
walk.
for you two-legged folk.
That's true. For centaurs, that's a half day, probably, or 3/4.
Brandon, you've got the spreadsheet,
Okay.
man.
Okay, Groot.
Yeah.
You only had
LJ
four
does
legs for a
have
day.
LJ does have the run ability, and I can.
Damn it, Bash, if you'd stayed a dryad, we could have turned you into a toboggan and just slid on your ass. There.
You could have turned him into a tree, into a raft himself.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, that's right. We could have done cool runnings, part 2.
Oh,
According to
Garland
seeing,
tells you guys that
that's
Garland
going left.
reminds. Basically, before you guys leave, Garland reminds the party that you did have all the prisoners that you left in the cells a week ago.
What did you do? Okay.
And he's kind of curious as to what happened to them.
We were tired.
Let's find out.
So do you want to go back to the dungeon? Yeah, the dungeon proper, like back to where we were?
Let me see.
I think that we should pop back in to the priestess's like chamber, or yeah, we should pop into the priestess's chamber so that we're not like in the middle of the public area when we pop in.
Okay.
So I need to do a plane shift, yeah, to get us back.
So basically into the room with the coffin?
Yeah, that's my thinking, right?
Or the main room. Okay.
Does everybody agree with that?
I'm just curious. So it doesn't sound necessarily bad, Zach. What's your thinking? Do you want to explore the rest of this level, or?
No. You John said he wanted to check on the prisoners.
Well, they're on another level besides this one, right?
Yeah, my concern is I just don't want to pop into the middle of like,
Into the middle of a fight.
yeah, or into the middle of like war games, or
That's a valid concern, but I think this level still has undead in it, and I think we cleared the level with the prisoners in it pretty well, if I recall, or maybe I'm mistaken. I thought we did. But we can pop in here too and see what happens and climb back up and check the prisoners.
If you want to pop right back to the prison where the prisoners are, I'm pretty sure I can get us back there because I tried to pop us away from there.
You could do that.
Yeah, so you want to just go there?
Sure.
I think it's a
Alright.
little safer, maybe.
All
And
right.
we can check on them immediately.
All right.
Doop 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 doop. Doop 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 doop.
What is that? I just got a glimpse of the Matrix.
I know, right? It's pretty wild.
That's all of God's files.
This is
All right, so you appear back on S5.
And little do we know, they filled it all in with stone.
so we're stoned.
We actually misjudged it by about 15 feet and are entombed.
Not exactly, no.
Not exactly.
All right. You pop back in, and the first thing you notice is the smell of blood and the bodies. When you left, there were like a bunch of dead people because you killed them. Now there's a bunch of new dead people. There's a mix of bugbear, drow, and the human corpses throughout the room.
Oh,
In
okay.
various levels of dress and death. The drow that you had killed previously, their bodies are gone. The guys that are here now, doesn't appear like somebody stuck around. Nobody stuck around to see what was going on. So Frederick has catched something.
My usual, yeah, I'm my usual repertoire of spells.
LJ is going to cast his usual repertoire as well.
Please type in your usual repertoire, please.
Sure.
Or you can tell them. All right, so you've got lots of dead bodies.
Drow and humans and bugbears, huh?
Yeah.
Are any of them recognizable as the prisoners?
3 of them are the prisoners.
Are any of those bugbears familiar? Are they our friends?
You didn't see all of the bugbears that were in the Bugbear Kings group,
Right. So, but these are not any of the ones we met.
let me do a quick check. Someone give me a spot check there, Blazarino or Blajatito.
Rolled a 20.
Divine power.
So
All right,
32.
there is one. Yeah, there is one who is you recognize as one of the guys from.
So I'm going to take something from him that is significant for him so I can give it back to our friend and let him know that he passed.
Ear.
Okay.
Fuck it, just take the whole head.
Head?
Yeah.
No. I don't want him thinking we did it.
Right.
Take trophies.
Yeah, that would be rude.
I'm not that kind of thief.
Right.
Can the clerics see how long they've been dead? Like, are the bodies still warm?
Zach, give me a heal check. Anybody who has the heal ability can give me a heal check. And
I could do that.
Yeah,
heal
LJ
or
can do that.
survival.
What am I? Who's dead? All the prisoners?
No, the bugbear. I want
Oh,
to see how long they've been dead because they were just with us.
LJ only got a
Oh,
16.
yeah? I rolled a 14. I got a +2 on that 16.
See what
Probably.
Lev's got. He's got heal
Well,
2 and a 15. Okay, so LJ with 16.
Yeah, they have been dead for about 3 days.
Shit.
They have bite marks on them like vampires.
No, no vampire marks.
Okay.
No.
Let's
Good thing
check
to check
the
for
corner
them.
around the cells. Let's check the cell areas.
Roger just wants to make sure because I don't want no vampires.
That's a legit thing. I'll tell you quickly that the cells along the bottom, area down here are all emptied. They're open. You can tell that people definitely did stay in there for several days, but they are definitely gone now.
Well, that prisoner rescue went well.
Yeah, it went really great.
Pat on the back to us.
We're
Not
gonna have
to
to
toot
remember
our
we've
own
got
horn or anything,
to start remembering we've got people we have to
but
save next time.
beep beep.
Everybody made fun of the Dryads plan.
Right?
Oh,
I couldn't
yeah.
have brought them all over.
If we had done it intentionally, that would have been an alignment check. But anyway, it's just fatigue and weeks going by and forgetting.
All right, well, let's
Alright,
get let's
Wow.
get out of here.
So that's what it looks like.
Yes, that is what the city looks like.
Yeah. So the modeling, what they got runways coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Ben, I think I've got your character sheet done, and I dumped a lot of skill points into move silently for you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Tell Garlos that the prisoners are doing fine.
Sure, they're all okay.
They're okay. Tell Mother they're fine. We
Okay.
fucked up a lot.
We loved these 15 prisoners.
These 10 prisoners.
All right.
I
check
think
your
we can
sheet.
identify them still. Oh well. Shit.
Yeah.
So, how many human bodies are there, Victor?
There were 3 in this room.
So the rest probably got enslaved by drow.
Oh yeah.
They're still out there.
So you're saying that like we're going to go after them or something?
No, we're gonna go out of here and we're gonna go towards Meridian. Yeah,
Zag, you are
Correct.
speaking sanity. I like
Yeah.
that.
I generally
think
do.
All I'm saying is we might run into them along the way. It's a small world down here, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll dig up their corpses here soon or come across them soon enough.
No, they're
we
alive.
just-
I'm sure of it because I know Victor would not miss the chance to give us shit for forgetting about a bunch of prisoners.
we ought to just, when we beat prisoners, we ought to just take dental records, just so we can identify them later. Okay? And just be sure and just get their next of kin and just be done with it, and just
Look,
come on.
if you try to like save all the prisoners, we're gonna be here for 20 years. If we just go kill the bad guys, we can be done and leave and all the prisoners will be okay.
Bash
You
again,
killed the bad
sanity.
guy. You killed the bad guy. You did a great job.
We shall avenge them. That is about the best we
Right.
can do.
There you go.
The executors of their wills.
Did you want to do anything else?
What's considered a good move silent?
Like bonus? Like skill level?
A good move silent bonus would be like +10.
Awesome. Awesome. Nice, Brandon.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask. Victor, is there Froderick looks at the pattern of the fight and all, and what does he infer from what do I roll on? Is it a spot or search, or what do you recommend?
It's your tracking skill.
Tracking, okay. Well, I leveled that up too. That's good.
You're basically doing the full Aragorn move at this point. This is how the battle
Shit.
went based on these footprints.
Tracking is now +15.
All right.
And I can't read the dice because I need my glasses.
Well, you got at least a 16.
25, Victor.
All right. So you determined that the prisoners had left this area and moved up into these rooms and then back down. The bugbears attacked, and they seem to have fended them off. And then the drow attacked, after which point they all departed.
Yeah, these prisoners just suck.
It was two separate attacks. It was two separate attacks.
We need to start training these prisoners better.
Not a bad idea.
Run! Climb the webs, whatever.
Just take the run feat, guys. It's not hard.
FYI, the webs are gone because you burned them all away with the fireballs and the flame strikes.
Oh.
So there's no way for someone to climb out of here unless they have some really good climb skills or rolls.
I was being incredibly facetious when I said that.
I'm being informative. You're being facetious. I'm being in fact.
There was no hope, really, for them. Yeah. I guess we could have taken the Kavik pool with us, right? If we had thought about it, I suppose.
Yeah, we could have.
Yes.
Well, fuck me. Okay.
It's going to be an awkward time meeting them again. Be kind of weird.
It actually will if you do. Yeah.
Okay, can we at least we can't bury them, pose them to make them look like they were happy when they died before we leave or something? Just
okay. You can do that if you want. You're going to pose the prisoners, pose the dead bodies.
No, not really. But I was thinking of having them flip off the bugbears and the dead drow or something like that. Have their hand up their ass, whatever. Just something to just so that in their afterlife they have something to giggle at.
All right. You want to do that?
Well, do something at least proper.
You tell me what you're gonna do. I mean, Ben
I tell you what,
and rearranges fire giant bodies.
Lay them in the beds to rest and put some holy water and say a blessing over them. That's what I would think would be appropriate. You know, if I'm being straight and serious.
Okay. So, Frederick, you're going to take the bodies and lay them in which beds? Like S8 or S7 or something? S9?
I think S7, that was the nice rooms, right?
Yeah, those are the nice rooms.
Okay. But let's, Blodgett, could you check for traps, please, in S7, make sure there's not anything waiting in there for us?
We're not able to get out of here, right? That's what I heard Victor say. Didn't
We're
Victor
not
say?
Well, I mean, you have magic. They did not.
Yeah, we have spider climb and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how many
And rope. We have rope.
people I can help.
Oh, I'm sorry, Blodgett, there you are. Blodgett, I'm gonna lay the bodies of the humans to rest in S7 and bless them with some holy water. If you can check for traps, make sure something wasn't set for us while we were gone. Because there was a explosive fireball or sigil there before, I seem to recall.
I got a 38.
Yeah, but they're not- okay, they would. And there is not any explosives. The room is not trapped when you go back to S7.
Okay, that's good.
Frederick, you are in the midst of blessing the prisoners after you have laid them onto the beds. Give me a listen check, please.
Okay, listen check. My glasses on.
You
That
can use
is
theoretical dice.
let's see here. Listen is pretty good. Oh, that's pretty good. 24.
Okay, you hear a noise underneath the bed on the right. What do you do?
Fireball.
Knock my arrow
Does
and
Rudy
back
have
away
fireball?
back to the door.
Okay.
Oh, look at this. Yep, that's it.
Okay, now punch from just outside the door and just see if anything what transpires.
Nothing transpires. You don't see any further movement. You don't see any movement at all, actually.
Froderick tells Bob to basically go get Bash and LJ and Blodgett and let them know basically.
Oh, it's you and Blodgett because Blodgett was checking the door.
Okay, well Blodgett. Okay, Blodgett, I hear something under the bed, but I'm not sure it's hostile. Somebody got to detect evil that they can check under the bed for monsters.
I just look into the bed and yell, "Are there any monsters about?"
Okay, sounds good.
They're just rats.
Oh my god.
Do I need to roll something for my detect evil spell, Victor?
I guess it's a surviving
Are you
human.
going to cast a detect evil or just look under the bed and shout?
I'm just gonna. I'm literally just gonna
Under the
bend
bed
over
and
and
shout.
look under the bed.
Okay.
Not too close, but with my robe of eyes, I should be able to see under the bed.
Use your staff is what I would do.
You are. Once you get nearby and start to bend down with your robe of eyes, you see a small, thin human stuck in the sticks, wedged into the corner under the bed.
I simply look at him and go, "I'm human. They're with me. Come on out."
Ash just sighs to himself and says, "Every time somebody in our party tries to do the right thing, every time."
The last thing I'm going to say is it's going to be all right. I am not going to say that.
Okay.
It's-
A wafer thin human male crawls from underneath the bed and basically like latches himself to you, Zach.
Oh, great! I got a pet.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh my dear Lord, please take me with you."
Who are you? How long have you been here?
what happened?
What do you know?
What's the story?
I'm Reg. When he tells you he was here when the bugbears came and attacked, and we fended the bugbears. But then the whole place was covered in darkness, and people started screaming, and so I ran in here and hid. And when I came back out, everybody was gone.
Got it. So, what was your name?
Reg, R-E-G.
Hey, Reg. So this is my good friend Carrick. I point to my disciple guy that's with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, so go hang out with him. He's going to give you some food. He's gonna make you feel better. And do you have any skills? You can
Nope.
put a sword in your
Nope.
hand. Do you?
No.
Like
Any-
running
We're
or
not going to
magic?
make this kid into a child soldier. Please roll an alignment check.
He's
I'm
basically not entirely down with swords anymore at this point, but he's more fear-based creature at this point, as in he's
Got it.
afraid of everything.
So
Fairly well traumatized by the loss of everyone he knows.
I get it. So
You
you
ever
need
notice how
so you need to know we're dangerous fucking people, and we're gonna get into some shit. You can hang out with us, and we'll take care of you the best we can. But like, I'm not promising it's gonna be good for your PTSD and all.
We don't have a good track record, is what it's saying, at all.
Everyone here has died, I think, at least once.
Yeah,
No, 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 not budget.
you hang with us, you're
Yeah,
fucked.
Bludgeon successfully
Okay.
didn't die, but the only reason Bludgeon didn't die is because someone else sacrificed himself for him.
Budget
mean,
just hides good.
He was also there was also that
He
time he was
almost
behind a
became
rock.
spider food.
Also,
LJ
we never find an NPC with like useful skills. And if we do, they steal shit from us and run away.
And
Yeah, LJ's gonna
Detect
cast
Evil,
Detect Evil.
yeah,
the
I was gonna do that, but
Reg
that's a
does
good
not
thing.
show as evil. Reg does not show up as evil.
Okay.
But
So
Bash
what-
will also
I'm
walk
just-
over to Reg, and Bash is going to
I'm-
say, "Hey, the last guy that double crossed us, you don't even want to know what happened to him."
Oh, come on.
He got away
LJ's gonna
clean.
like put
He
a
got away
hand on his chest and
without
be like,
any
come on, come on.
problems. He like walked. He walked away with our magic stuff, as a matter of fact, if I recall correctly. So go ahead, double cross us because obviously it's profitable.
Look, he's just a kid. He's just a kid.
This is not Orin.
You
Anywhere
can
near
make a
that.
business out of it, actually. Really.
Tell him if he survives this with us, I'll let him ride us when we get out of this dungeon.
God, you just want someone to ride you, dude.
Well,
What
pony
the-
ride. That'll cure the PTSD.
LJ climbs on top of Bash. Onward, steed.
Oh God. You. Uh,
All right. So basically, I'm making Carrick in charge of this guy.
it's like Kit from Knight Rider humping the General Lee from Dukes of Hazzard.
No, I'm properly riding him. Because centaurs can carry medium creatures and can also act as medium creatures.
Oh my god.
So you say. So
That's
you
why
say.
that's why I'm trying to make everybody in this party a centaur, and we're going to ride each other and make a giant centaur tower of doom.
Is this what they call? I'm trying to think what they call it. Pony something. It's some sort of sex fantasy thing. Pony girl or something.
What the
Those
fuck?
pony girls and pony boys
What?
just take a big ass
Stay gold,
tail and
pony
stick it up
boy.
their ass,
Yeah.
connected to a dildo, and then then you strap a bit in their mouth, and not that I've done this or anything, but
You read an article.
So
Oh,
that detect evil thing is that still in operation right now? And
Oh yeah, it's still going.
I
Is it
detect
fine?
evil in the party.
I'm detecting evil too. There's intentional evil and then there's inadvertent evil. So
Basically, yes.
I'm trying to figure out how to get us off this level. I can cast Airwalk, but I only have so many of them.
I got rope. We can go down, right?
Logic can
Or do
spider
we need-
climb anywhere.
The
Still
you
got a
can't.
few spider climbs.
The centaurs cannot airwalk, or sorry, the centaurs cannot use rope, but they can spider climb or use airwalk. So yeah, you can
Okay,
cast airwalk
I-
on both of the centaurs, and you could ride them down to the bottom of the bubble.
do either of you centaurs have animal something, whatever it was in there, animal handling?
I've got one
Anyone?
better. Save your airwalks for the river. Lev is going to cast spider climb on LJ and Bash, and then Blaz and Frodrick can ride one each of them and hang on for dear fucking life.
No, fuck you. I'm casting an Airwalk on myself. I'm I'm not getting some centaur's
Okay.
back that's
Blow
using
Blow your
spider
fucking spell.
climb.
Blow your fucking
What the
spells down.
fuck?
Blow your
Think
spells.
it's Squid Games or something?
It worked before. It went just fine before.
Oh my Lord Jesus! All right. So you get down to how far down do you want to go? Did you want to basically go down to? Oh yeah, there was actually no specific. Cut it out.
Oh no, that's not right. That belongs to me. My new favorite weapon.
Now we're coming back down to S37. Vic, is that what I'm getting?
Yeah. Sorry, hold on. You've got the map showing the route between the city of Morcane and Marimidra, but the exact exit from, I mean, you're not wrong. The exact exit from the from Morcane is the thing that you don't have down.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, you mean we don't know how to get on that path right just yet? Makes sense. Okay. Sounds like we ought to probably explore the rest of this. Maybe Dessa might show up and guide us a little way.
Kill us all.
I don't think that'll go great. Sorry, we ruined your chances with that one.
What chances? It's a knoll and a drow. Okay, come on. Get
They're
real.
not going. They're not having any long, hard nights together.
Hey,
Because
look,
it's
it could be a kind of Romeo and Juliet situation. There was almost a thing between LJ and that storm giant. We need to go see her.
If we can make labradoodles,
Well, I think that, what was it? They called it in British Lit, courtly love. I think it's about the closest you're going to get on that one.
I was actually really hoping for LJ and the Storm Giant to work out, but
We should go visit her.
Claudia. Yeah, Claudia. Yeah.
No, we need to go visit the elves when we get done with this because I've got to give them their tree back.
Need to visit the centaurs just to go see them, meet them, say hey. There are two of us now.
Just drop it off at Home Depot.
right.
We need to find some time to do all our freaking side quests.
so where are we? We're not in the throne room, are the
No, currently you're in. Currently you're still on the top floor. The question was, where are you headed to? So you've got.
Well, I think we want to try and get out, right? But we don't know where out is what you're saying.
Right.
Well, it's either this level here, or we have to go to the very bottom of the pit, right? Where that
I look at Greg and I'm like, have you ever been outside?
Hmm?
I look at Reg and I say, have you ever been outside? Outside of this structure.
Have you
Reg
even
is like,
touched
what's
grass?
outside?
Well, if he says that, then I'll know. But maybe he has. Maybe they took him outside to do some work.
No, it's a fair question. I feel like he's never
The
been
answer is
outside.
no. He's never been outside.
You ever see anybody going outside? Can you point us in the direction you think it is?
One
Well, I
time there
can't-
were slaves to some of the people on the mushroom level.
The
And yeah,
mushroom.
there were new drow coming in from there.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he doesn't know where they came from, but like that's the best he's got. He's like, I remember that.
That's as good as any. Let's go back to the scene of the firebombing crime.
You know what? I know who we could ask is Thulk. Thulk might know the direction. He knows the area.
Thulk smash!
Guess where Thulk is?
Dead.
No, but he's on the level of the mushrooms.
Well, let's go to the mushroom level then.
All roads lead to the mushrooms.
All hail
Roads lead
mushroom
to the
level.
Getting the mushroom level. Where did the mushrooms go?
Oh yeah, that's right. We're from the farmers market that we firebombed. I mean,
Yeah,
tactical nuked.
there it is. Commoners. Oh, the commoner
All
level.
those poor burning mushrooms.
All those poor mushrooms.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, the red dots are still there.
All right.
Okay.
So you guys are gonna go down to the mushroom level.
Yeah, let's do that and go find Thulk, if we can, and his people.
Okay, the party arrives. I don't know who that is. SH, I guess, is going to be your home dude, Zach. You arrived out at the mushroom level, the commoner level, the very entrance itself, the initial area is I guess cave mouth in the a cave mouth in the chasm winds back deep into the rock, opening into a very large cavern. A faint green phosphorescence dances along the ceiling, which is easily 30 feet overhead at the entrance and rises sharply from that point. The cavern stretches for hundreds of feet to the east, its floor broken into a myriad of ledges and tilted slabs. Many of these are covered with weird fungi growths that appear to have been carefully cultivated. Others sport bulbous, flaming houses or cottages that seem to have been grown from giant toadstools. Eerie green witchlight dances in the small, round windows of these dead dwellings. A few dark figures move about between the fungus patches in the houses. So, when you arrive down on that floor, oh yeah, they'd be hanging out. Frederick, give me a spot check, please.
Looks like a 28.
You see a human standing about at the bottom of the eye under under the bottom of the one under S18. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. Come here. Tiny.
Ah,
Gotcha. See a little human standing about right there. He spies you as well. He's sitting kind of like meditatively, but looking out at all the exits. You have the first notice of him before he sees you just as you see him. What do you do?
I just raised my hand basically in peace and as if to talk to him.
Okay. Yeah, he gets up, smiles, and walks over. So by this time, the rest of the party is come down. What is your order, by the way?
I guess I'm in front.
Right.
LJ and Bash should be flanking him on either side, probably.
By the way, as he's
Too
walking
big
over,
of
I
an
checked
area.
the ceiling.
You guys walk side by side to there?
No, you can basically, I was about to tell you that. LJ and Bast can flank him in front and behind, but not side by side.
Froderick was wanting to take a diplomatic lead, so we can both be behind him, but when it like opens up, I'm saying that's like when we should kind of spread out, fan out a little bit.
I can move up a little bit so you guys have room to maneuver.
All right. They're moving up behind you, and the human says, "Hell, what's your business down here?"
I say, well, we're not looking for any trouble.
Here.
Cause any disruption. May I ask your name? Just as a courtesy, if you feel like offering it.
Ash is going to rear
Well,
up on two legs as a show of force behind Froderick in a
Bruh.
very magnificent way.
to be specific, LJ is immediately behind Froderick, so Bast is going to have to get rear up on and just rear up on top of LJ and mount him in a consensual, non-sexual manner, as men
Well,
with
it's
the mount.
that immediately became less intimidating and or magnificent, but oh well.
He seems to be in a good mood, and he says, "Well, did you say I'm Frederick and you're here, or did you not give your name? I don't think you gave your name." He asks your name first.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. You can call me Shadowwood. I don't give my first name. I just
Okay.
and which is I'm still telling the truth.
Right.
And would you happen to know where Thulk is? I know he may not be a friend of yours, but do you know where he is, or have you seen him
His
about?
eyes perk up. He says, "Yes, as a matter of fact, I can lead you to him."
Okay, that sounds good. How would you prefer to be addressed?
Oh, you can simply call me Jay. Jay.
Jay. Okay, Jay. Uh,
Shit, that was the name of
is
it.
there any etiquette that we should observe besides just being polite? While we're
He says, "No, just follow me," and he begins to walk down this path.
Broderick whispers over his shoulder a little bit, or just gives you all a look of just keep an eye out. Basically,
Watch it goes invisible because I don't trust this guy.
What?
Broderick checks the ceilings and all around while he's talking.
He's human
Yeah.
and he's taking us to a bugbear.
We follow
Frederick, give me a spot check.
I don't trust him.
casually.
Maybe just be high as fuck on the burning mushrooms.
I think the bugbear may be in jail. Or a
Spot
prisoner.
check is 33, Victor.
Cool beans. Good job. Trying to find the rest of the players. They all wandered around at some point.
I'm just gonna be a few paces behind everybody else.
All right.
Jay, let's hope you don't want to be buried today.
A good day to die.
But the day is not yet over. All right, so we've got Rodrigo, Aljeo, Basho, Laz, Lev. Oh, we've already got a Lev. Blodgett, you're SH right now because I can't find you on this map and I don't know why.
I'm
You got
on
a
the SH.
Yeah, you're the SH, and that's the men at arms.
So
Am I
shithole.
missing anyone else? Basically, yeah, and Zag, you're H. Because I can't find the rest of my player characters. I don't know what happened to this map. It's a weird map. All right. Scoots. Boots.
So what do I win from
Frederick,
33? Uh-huh, yes.
yeah, Frederick, you were scoping out the area above. In that one cavern, for the briefest of moments, there was some kind of fog on the top of the roof, but it's gone.
I don't know if I let me
Jay goes on the stairs and he starts walking. He's doing a happy little jaunt. Starts walking this way.
okay. I fall back behind enough to where I can whisper to LJ what I spotted about the fog and pass it on.
He'll whisper back,
Get,
probably a
get ready
vampire.
for an ambush.
Yep.
Basically.
And LJ will gesture to Lev, who will fly up, whisper it in his ear, and Lev will go invisible and do the same for the rest of the party members to pass the word on.
Okay.
Really notice when we go like get to the escarpment with the village and the villagers like from before.
Oh, that's actually an important fact. Thank you for asking, Joel. The dead mushroom houses have been cleaned up, as in they've been chopped up and they're gone. Their moss is faintly beginning to grow in that area again.
State Farm has been here.
Yeah, State Farm works pretty fast. They do a good job. The houses beginning to go, blah blah blah. There are still several scorch marks in this area and actually in some of the other areas around as you're walking through.
Oops, was that me?
It wasn't not you.
I'm kind of looking at Greg as we
Mhm.
look at the space. Am I seeing when you see? I'm just monitoring him to make sure that he's not like freaking out, like we're going to a bad place or any more than normal.
Oh, that's a valid question. He's basically trying to concentrate on you and your acolyte, and like put his attention and faith on you guys as opposed to dealing with the rest of the things around him.
Okay. So what are the dots on the left-hand side?
So this is a mushroom. That's a mushroom garden
The
over here.
big red dots.
The big dots are the houses. So you've got the mushroom houses right here. This is where the houses were burned last time you guys were here, and that's all been cut down and rearranged.
Okay.
Are there any drow, like women, children, or anything at all?
You don't see any, no.
That's that's a little unsettling.
They create a memorial out of this space.
Right.
Can we march the magic user out like a prisoner? We're bringing him back as the one.
You know, I had a thought. We're bringing this kid to the bugbears, and the bugbears just a couple of days ago attacked him and like probably killed some people that he knew.
Only a few.
Maybe.
Maybe it would be a good idea to have the acolyte take the kid into one of the mushroom houses, just to sit him down and, feed him, You wait here, have some dinner, we're gonna pass through this way and we'll get you.
Like that's going to stop the inevitable, but whatever. I'd like to do a sense motive on the on Jay.
Okay. Well, Jay actually stops. He turns around. And he says, this is pretty much where Bruck died. And that's when the rest of the vampires attack you.
Yep, thought so.
All right.
So we're gonna go just because I love you guys and it entertains me. We're gonna do initiative today.
Initiative.
Technically, I could say that they've got the drop on you, but you are very wary. You are very aware that this is not a good space to be in, and things are bad. So I'm gonna give you that.
That's why Blodgett stood back several paces away from everybody.
You're exhibiting the proper level of paranoia necessary for me to say, yeah, they're not going to surprise you.
No.
I have a 20 total.
He was waiting for us.
Hold on 1 second, because I've got to find a bunch of vampires.
When you call these things vampires, do you mean like the turned inside out drow vampires? Or do you mean like
vampires?
Yeah, vampires.
Mm-hmm.
And,
yeah, not the Quiff moron or whatever.
Queef morons.
Yeah, Queef morons. Yeah.
The Queef morons.
These are a little bit tougher. They can suck your level down.
So Thulk died here. That sucks.
Oh yeah, it does. Oh, but you get to see him again.
Oh, he's a vampire bugbear?
I didn't say that. I just said you get to see him again.
Is he a thrall?
He's a vampire bugbear.
Well, figures.
A vampire bugbear. And
I hate
Geralt
to kill my friend, but you know what? I don't like vampires.
Oh, I can have.
Let me see here.
All right. I apologize greatly for because it took me a minute to figure out their universe. So Frodrick, you got a 24, Bash What's your initiative, Bash? I think Blas, you said you got a 20.
Yeah, do you want my NPC to just go on my turn?
Yeah, your NPC goes on your turn.
Okay.
15, I've got yours, Blodgett.
I'm gonna call him Guy.
Ben, what was your initiative? You're muted.
Who are you
Sorry,
talking to?
15. I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. They can do that.
So this guru guy led us right into just a bunch of vampires. Is that what happened here?
Yeah, we're getting ambushed.
Yeah. That's the point at which also he bears his fangs and attacks. So,
Oh,
you know.
lovely. I couldn't detect it. Hmm.
You tried turn undead.
Well, that's probably one of the things I might do. I've got
Nah,
basically.
I don't think it'll work, man. These things are too high level.
Well, I've got my NPC to back me up. If Garrulus was
Okay.
here, if Garrulus was here, we could do it together. But he's only 5th level cleric, but I think he's actually some level cleric as Garrulus, if I'm not mistaken.
You might be able to rebuke them a little bit. Use
Yeah,
harsh
because
language.
Garlos has a bunch of
Turning
levels
them
just
just
scattered
work,
around.
turning them just freezes them. Basically go like that.
They go, ah! Kind of like Count Chocula,
Basically, yeah.
Frankenberry.
All right.
I guess what I'm asking is, are these vampires the same level as, like, what's her name?
God, I hope not.
Me too, because that would suck. So if we get into real trouble, I'll pull out the big gun.
Okay.
The reason
Oh.
that I took my level in cleric and not in monk, it was this one spell.
Cool.
I break out the big gun. I'm already breaking it out.
No, I've got other big guns for right now.
All right.
All right. Okay.
So you guys know I'm taking J first. You guys handle the rest.
You should probably move 5 feet back too.
Okay.
Victor, while you're doing DM things, could you also prepare an 80-foot circle?
The only thing effective on these guys is light, though, right?
Light and silver.
Well,
Holy,
silver doesn't affect vampires. I thought we
No.
established
I
that.
thought it did.
silver does not affect vampires.
Okay.
Holy water,
Werewolves, it does.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
fire.
I mean, magic weapons should work, right?
Yeah, but
Fire as well.
Yeah.
light. I mean, sunlight.
That would be a good time for a war cry.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be a war crime.
I'm sorry. Did you say it's a good time for a war crime?
Yeah.
Yes, because this is where he burned down the 3 huts.
Okay. Now, Liv, you can go crazy. Okay.
Yeah, now you could go crazy, kill these dudes.
Let's like say less.
Same place, different circumstances.
Don't cast a
Really
silence.
is.
Don't cast a silence spell.
That's a bad idea.
We've already established that. Who did that?
I think that was John.
Is that Garrus did that?
Yeah, that was gross.
Yeah.
It was Jesus.
No more of doing that.
Although that was pretty funny. A bunch of ducks, a bunch of roaring Vikings, all running into a pillar, and it's dead silent. It's just dead silent.
And Bash dead. Yeah.
Bash dead in a pile of ash, and there's just like lasers coming from space and fireballs popping off and exploding.
All in silence.
Wouldn't have woken a
Oh,
baby.
so. Well, they're not here to wake up babies. They're here to kill humans. Or kill you guys, really. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. And boom. Bang. Nice. Okay, cool. All right. First off is Frederick.
Okay.
So are there 3
Here's my
vampires?
move.
Sorry.
5 foot back. Fire triple volley at Jay. Go for it.
Okay.
Roll 'em, vampire 'em.
Okay.
They're all around
Back
us.
rolls coming in. See what's the next. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. No, that is correct. That is correct. Okay. It's cool. Oh, no, that is not correct. Sorry. Just a minute. Uh, it should be, I forgot the magic weapon greater. There we go. That's what I meant. My bad. Any effect?
Wait, you can't cast a spell and fire arrows.
No, I already cast magic weapon greater earlier. It was the first thing
Yeah.
that's in the chat.
Okay, right. Yes,
It
I
lasts
can
several
see.
hours, so.
All right. You're firing at Jay. All those are going to hit.
Okay. All
Roll
right.
them down.
Rolling damage. Right. Let's see here. Versus. Let's see here.
What are you firing specifically?
I'm sorry.
What are you firing?
+1 arrows.
Okay.
They're magic, so it's a total of +3 magic. And +2 for strength. So that's +5. Let's see. That's going to be. I think it's going to be, yeah. Okay. Forgot my pencil. Sorry, guys. Okay, so that is going to be. Ah. No. 22. Remember, you're coming in. 19. It's a little more like it. 15, 21. Okay, here we go. Typing them in. 15.
All right, and Lev, you're next.
Okay, the cool thing I wanted to do I can't do because they're surrounding us. But instead, I'm going to cast a Black
Fireball.
Blade of Destruction. Nope. Black Blade of Destruction. Or no, Black Blade of Disaster, my bad.
Call it what you will. What
Yeah,
does the Black Blade Disaster do?
it kind of acts like Spiritual Hammer, but it's a bit cooler. Because if it strikes a critical, it disintegrates the target.
No. How can you get cooler than Spiritual Hammer? That's like a hammer that's in spirit. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but this is a planar blade. That's pretty cool too.
That is pretty cool.
Okay. Broderick,
Yeah.
you shoot Jay, and he turns into a puff of smoke.
Goodbye. Yep. Yeah, total 168. Yep.
Let's see here. Strikes at any creature within its range, as I desire. Starting on the round I cast the spell. So I'm going to go for the one. Who's the H? Who is that? At the back of the party. Is that a B? I genuinely cannot tell at this resolution.
SH is Blodgett.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's Blodgett. I'm gonna have
SH is
the
Blodgett. Blodgett was trying to stay behind the party so I can see who's in charge.
So your
Right.
your icon is shh. Is that it?
Should,
Is
it
it
might
quiet?
be a B. It might be a B.
should have.
Yeah, Blodgett,
No, there's no
Blodgett's
B's.
icon is, I think Blodgett was H, isn't he?
No, I'm the SH. I'm the shithead.
Yeah, Blodgett is SH.
Then who's next to SH? Who's the one who's got the vampire on them at the back?
H? Don't know.
Henchman. It's not Wick.
Yeah, because you've got that would be you've got two henchmen at this point. You've got
The henchman.
yeah, you've got two henchmen. You've got Nail and fuck. Zach, what's your guy's name?
He's not a henchman. He's got skills.
You've got two followers. What's your follower's name, Zach? Neither of them are paid. They're both followers.
Carrick. Carrick of the West.
Oh, now we find out.
All right. So Carrick is the upside down CL, and H is Nail.
Okay. I'm going to have the blade attack the vampire attacking Nail. That's a 17, so and it is going to be against touch armor class. So 17 plus 6, 23, 32. I hope that hits on a touch armor class.
I feel like it should.
I'm just gonna go with it.
Oh, I'm gonna look it up, but you can go with it. I'm gonna look it up.
All right.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Cool.
What? Okay, it's higher than I thought.
then he takes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He takes 22 damage. Oh, and he is also flanked because it's attacking from my direction.
Okay. All right. Next up is Blas.
Okie dokie. I would like for Carrick and I. Before, is Carrick under any immediate danger from what I'm looking at?
No.
Okay. What's the purple thing? The purple circle.
A vampire attacking the back half of Bash.
Okay. I'd like Carrick to support me in turning as many of these undead baddies as we can. So I believe the way I'm going to leave you to remind me how we did that. I think Carrick goes first and see if he rolls to hit, and then he can support me, give me a bonus.
Carrick is going to try to what?
Carrick and I are going to work together to try to turn or rebuke these undead.
Right.
So he rolls first, right, to see if he can help me.
Yes.
Okay. He rolled a 13, and he's 5th level, and he's got a +1 because of his charisma. So that should be level plus charisma bonus, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's 18, 19, and that he rolled a 19 to hit.
All right. So that's a miss.
Okay, so I'm gonna try.
You don't roll to hit with turning. You're rolling to turn. Okay, so sorry. Yeah.
Right. So I'm just rolling to see if he can support me because I think it gives me a bonus, right?
Yes. And he
So-
does. He is going to be able to support you. You get basically 2 levels higher.
Okay, I rolled an 18, and so I've got. Gotta get to me. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 1d20 plus 13 plus 1 plus 2. So I rolled an 18, so that's 31, 32, 33 to hit.
Okay, so the most powerful undead you can affect is your hit dice +4.
My
your
hit
level.
dice. All right, so that's 11. Just my cleric hit dice, or do my monk hit dice count too?
Just your cleric. And actually,
Okay.
+2, +4, so +6.
All right, so that's 17.
Yeah, so you can definitively rebuke these guys.
Okay, so let me see how many I can rebuke.
Right.
So that's 2d6 plus, now it's 13 plus 1 plus 2, so it's 13, 14, 15. 2d6 plus 15. That's not even the big guns, kids.
Right.
So 8 plus 15 is 23. 23 hit die of undead are rebuked.
And where's the focus of your turning going to be located?
I'm gonna aim it towards the northeast to grab the 2 that are attacking Vash.
Good call, because you can only turn 2 of them.
Ah, look at that. So they basically
So the two there are basically going to be pushed back, one into the house, another into the mushroom patch, by dint of your turning. So yeah, you do not have twice as many levels as they have hit dice.
No.
Yeah, so you do not destroy them, unfortunately. But they are basically pushed back and unable to attack you. All right. Next up is going in 20. LJ.
LJ is going to rip the cord on the starting machine, on the sewing machine, and we're
Okay.
going to pull out the rapiers and do some attacking.
All right. What rapiers are you attacking with?
I'm attacking with the one of the rapiers +1 and the rapier of wit.
All right.
Fear of undead slaying.
Yeah, that's what they're being used for.
Roll them to hit him, please.
Since he was so kind as to come to me, I get all 6. Oh yeah, undeads don't face criticals, do they? That sucks.
Correct. Not in the least.
Let's see here. 29, 29, 28, 32, 33, and 28. Any misses?
That's 5 attacks.
Did I miss one? Okay, I'm just gonna type it.
29, 29, 32, 33, and 28.
29. 8. Oh, there's a 28 in there as well.
All right. Those all hit them.
Okay. So let me open up the calculator. So I'm gonna need it. 13. So my D8, 1, 2. Six. That's 103 damage.
All right. You successfully destroy that one, and he turns into a puff of smoky smokes, gaseous form, and weaves his way upon to the wall, running away from you in the form of a puff of smoke. Next up is Blodgett.
Budget. How bad is the guy next to me getting hurt?
The guy next to you has not been attacked. Oh, no, he was. He was attacked by Leb's spell thingy. Yes. He was attacked by a weird hammer from out of space. Hard
I'm
to
not
tell
talking
how
about the vampire.
Huh?
I'm talking about the henchman.
Oh, he hasn't been attacked yet. You guys have succeeded in outrolling the vampires this time.
Oh.
I do very poorly in initiative, which is weird, but it's true. I rarely roll higher than a 10.
These are
I
the
have a
slow
plus
moving.
9 to it. I have a plus 9 to initiative, and they got a total of 16.
They can see me, right? Even though I'm invisible.
It is not immediately apparent that he can see you now.
I'm gonna sneak attack him.
Could walk up to him and go, "Hey, can you see me?"
Not.
Okay.
I mean, before you die, can you just tell me? Can you see me?
Right. All right. So you sneak
I
attack
have
the
a
vampire.
23 and a 16.
Spells. Oh, that's right. I've got more spells because I've got this guy.
Do I hit?
Sorry. What was your total?
23 and 16.
The 23 hits.
He's
Okay.
also flanked if that counts for anything, so I think you'd get like another bonus.
Yeah, you're not going to get enough of a bonus to do, and no, you're not going to hit him.
All right. I thought every little bit helps.
That's always nice.
It does.
Hold on one quick second before you roll damage. All right. Yeah, no, go roll damage. Roll damage as normal.
$38 points of damage.
38. All right, that's actually pretty good. Okay.
And then I roll out of the way or evasion out of the way and go back invisible.
Give me a tumble check.
Tumble. Where's tumble? There you are. 18. 30.
All right, you are able to tumble back a good 10 feet. You take off your ring and then prepare to put it back on next round so you can become invisible again. All right. Interestingly enough, that actually changed a lot of what they were going to do. Interesting way to attack them. All right, so you guys you killed Reg, sorry, or was it Jay? Yeah, you killed Jay. They killed Fritz. The bloody bastards killed Fritz. You got 2 turned. Good job, you. So, okay, those two returned. Those three are now in gaseous form, existing only in the ether itself. All right. So about this time, the Drider, instead of doing an invisibility purge, just attacks Blodgett, because he figures that's the one that was doing the spell against. He figures incorrectly that Blodgett was doing the Phantasm Hammer. All right.
What attacked her?
A Drider vampire, the vampiric Drider.
Oh, I don't know what that is, but it's all right.
It's like a regular Drider, except vampiric.
I don't know what a Drider is.
A Drider is like, imagine a
Drider.
centaur. Imagine a
Play it,
centaur,
but
but instead of a horse, it's a spider.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Its bites are plenty nasty.
Drider.
LJ, give me a spot check, please.
All right. An 18. So that will come up to 32. 33.
All right, you successfully spot as you're throwing, as you're scissoring the vampire who you were attacking until he turns into a puff of dust. You do notice that you remember him. You've seen that guy before. You remember
that particular vampire?
The human, the human that attacked you.
Oh.
Yeah. The purple ones are drow vampires who actually, Blodgett, you think you've seen that drow vampire before too.
Wait.
Yeah. The humans are also vampires, but the humans are basically slaves that have been turned into vampires. I didn't want you to wait too long to find out what happened. But the one that you really recognize when it comes out of the cave and attacks you, out of the hut and attacks you, is Thulk. Or should I say Thulk 2?
Thulk, no.
Oh, Thulk, yes. Thulk, smash! He shouts as he comes out. What's your AC?
LJ?
LJ, please. Yeah.
That's going to be 30.
Oh, so he hits you twice. Cool.
Oh!
Got a 6 and a 13. Doing all right today. He only does a D6 plus 18. So 6 plus 36 is 42. And give me 2 will saves, please. Pretty please, for sugar on top.
Okay, the first one is really good. We're looking at 35.
Nice.
Second one is not as great, but we're still looking at 27.
Okay. You successfully do not lose a level today.
Yay!
Yeah. This round. Blodgett, your armor class is 24.
Yep.
The Drider says hello. Wow. Driders are not good people to fight as vampires. Oh, I got a 9, not a 6. 24. Okay, so I only hit you once with my claws. Oh, but I also hit you once with my bite. Yeah, exactly once. Okay. So Blodgett, you get 15 and 12 for a total of 27 points of damage.
Okay.
And 2. Oh. No, 27 points of damage and 1 save versus Will save. One will save, please. The other one you don't get a save.
22.
22. You do not lose a level right now. But you do lose 4 points of constitution.
Okay.
Because he bit you and is sucking your blood and is now attached. And then
Sounds like love.
oh, yeah, the other one that came out. The other one that came out, since love is invisible, it can't be seen, he's going to attack La Henchemont. Oh, 18 and 20. So 2 slams. He hits Nail for only 16 points of damage because he's a mere regular mortal turned vampire as opposed to some buffed up bugbear vampire barbarian hybrid. Fucking monsters. And Ben, Nail is your man at arms, so you get to make 2 saving throws. Will save, please.
$18.
What? 18?
18, yes.
And what's your second roll?
15.
Damn, son. I don't even have to look up his
Just
specific
nail
stats.
done.
I can tell you that he made it. He survived. So Nail does not lose a level today. He's feeling cock of the walk. He's like, I'm only down half my hit points. I'm doing pretty good. All right. Ben, your and Nail's initiative. What do you guys want to do?
I want to attack the. Let me see. I had one attacking me, right? Or
Yeah,
I guess- yeah. You hit him already, right? Okay, I'm gonna attack the vampire that is attacking Nail if I can reach him. Can I do that in one move? I feel like I should be able to, but I could be wrong.
You've got to turn yourself around and get behind Blas.
Okay, never mind. Is there a vampire that I can attack?
Well, the only person you're getting behind is Blas. I'll let you make one attack at him.
Okay, is there anybody else that I can attack for all 3 attacks?
No.
No. Okay, I'll try to stay Nail then. Okay.
Say again?
I'll do that then. I'll attack the guy that's attacking Nail.
All right, cool.
So I don't need to roll to see if I hit first.
You do need to roll, and you need to roll fairly well, all things considered.
And that is a 20. Let's see, what is 20 plus? Oh, wow. Okay. 40 points to hit. Does that hit? Apparently
That's really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, apparently my attack is better now. That's awesome. Okay. That's what happens when you go 2 levels, I guess.
Yes. All right. So you definitely hit.
We're on.
Roll them damage him, sir.
6. 14. 26 to hit for damage.
26 damage. All right. He's wounded but not out. And barely wounded. Can you give me an attack for Nail, please?
Yeah, that's on a what I roll for that? Just a 1d6.
No, he's got great sword attacks at a +10 +5. So +10 for the first attack, +5 for the second attack.
Okay. Okay, he gets 15 for the first and 20 for the second.
Both missed. Both missed. All right, so he misses like crazy. Horrible. Yeah. Sure. All right. Anything else this round? Nothing else this round. All right. Bill's turn. Top of the round, Frederick. Your turn, sir.
Coming up. I've been listening. Sounds like you guys been doing really well. The party, the henchman, and the henchman's henchman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so looks like we got am I looking at 2 rebuked vampires and a vampiric drider and also a vampiric thulk?
Yes. And a regular vampire.
And a
So,
regular-
so you've got standing on the field now, you have a rebuked drow vampire, a rebuked human vampire, 1 drow vampire attacking male, and folk vampire attacking LJ, and a drider vampire attached to and attacking Blodgett.
Well, it looks like my best shot is at thulk.
Agreed.
Yeah. The best first target. So
Literally and figuratively, he's a good shot.
yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to step probably maybe 5 feet forward so I got a little bit more room to not hit LJ. Got to get a little more
Okay.
clearance so I can slice the pie, as they call it.
That is definitely what they call it.
Okay. Thulk. Now, bugbears are not considered giants, are they? Giant class?
Nope.
I didn't think so. Okay. Didn't think so. All right. Let's see here. With my bonuses, get that right. Okay. Oh, yeah, +1. Yeah, that's right. I also forgot the point blank. Anyway, whatever.
Well, you're about 30 feet away, so.
Oh, okay. Right at 30 feet. Okay. It's cool.
If you're stepping around 5 feet, you're a little over, but you're fine. Yeah, go for
Okay.
it.
We'll make it lateral. Okay. Let's see. Wow, pretty good. Typing in attack rolls. Oh, not that high. Leave that damn good. It's good. Sorry, Folk, I kind of liked you too.
He was a likable guy.
Yeah, he really is. I feel kind of bad about
He
this.
did not actually intend on screwing you over. That's the funniest part about his character.
I
He was
I
like, he
know.
was on-
I know, but those are the attack rolls. 40, 35, 36.
Wow. You actually hit all 3 times, which I personally am fucking amazed about because his armor class is higher than anyone else's here. Literally. All right, you hit him 3 times, roll him, damage him. Lev, you're going to be going next. What do you do, sir?
Lev is let's see. I'm gonna cast Firebrand.
Okay. What is Firebrand?
Firebrand is kind of a localized fireball. I create 1 mass of flame per level to explode upon the battlefield. 5-foot radius burst each one, and deals 1d6 per level of fire damage to creatures within the area, so I can contain it to them.
Back to war crimes.
Yeah, and because burst effects that overlap do not inflict additional damage, so I can't target 1 creature with 2 fire bursts. Just gonna kind of set them off around stuff that looks flammable.
All right, back to war
The
crimes. All right.
drow don't live here, but they did. So fuck this
Mhm.
place.
Okay. Here you go, Vic, and I'll get you a total here.
So we've got one, two,
Spider.
three, four.
Just start setting shit on fire.
It looks like we've got 4 enemies on the battlefield.
3.
3? Okay.
No, 4. Technically 4. Yeah, you have 4.
Actually, oh wait. No, those 2 are held, aren't they?
No, they're not held.
Oh.
They're rebuked.
Are they able to move
It's the
while they're
next best
rebuked?
thing.
Crap,
They can move.
that's the same.
They can move away for sure.
Would dealing damage to them break that?
Yep, absolutely.
Fuck. Okay, I'm not gonna cast Firebrand. Fuck.
Eric and I gave them a stern talking to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tentacle.
Bad
This one's a
vampires. No
good one.
biscuit.
All right, Frederick. Thulk also turns into wisps of smoke and flitters into the darkness.
Oh, Thulk is dead.
Well, he's
Again.
not dead. He's actually gaseous form.
He's not around to cause trouble at this very moment.
He vaped
Nope.
away.
He's a vapor.
He went to go
Okay.
cause lung cancer to somebody.
Then it's going to be Missile Storm targeting the Drider.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, how can I
Almost
get them both?
almost as good as Tampon Storm.
Yeah. Eric. So that's going to be 13d6. I don't have that many d6 with me. 13d6. So that's going to be 52 damage.
I hope.
That is enough. Yeah, he was already wounded. Wait, who are you attacking?
The
The
Drider.
Drider or the?
The Drider.
Oh, that's stupid. Well, that will also kill the Drider. What are you attacking the Drider with?
The Missile Storm.
And what does Missile Storm do?
It's basically like Magic Missile, but there's a lot of them. Missiles of force fly out from my fingertips, 1d6 force damage each. They strike unerringly even if the target is in melee combat or has less than total cover or total concealment.
Okay, what's the area of effect damage?
It's targeted. There's no area of effect. The range is medium. I mean, I'm within range.
Oh, I know you're within range.
There's no area of
Force
effect.
range.
It just hits him.
All right. Can you roll me a d20, please?
Oh, spell resistance, huh? 12. So plus
12
13
total?
is going to be 25.
25. That might be high enough. Okay, and each. This is just a wild monster. All right. This is such an interesting universe. Okay, so each one attacks. Okay, so each missile attacks separately, but they're also doing damage as a whole.
Yes.
So you did how many missiles?
13.
13 1d6 missiles attack him. All right. The Drider is not bothered by this.
What? All right. I'm going to have my my
Blood.
black blade of disaster attack him as well.
Okay, so your Black Blade of Disaster switches from the guy that you were. Oh, the guy you were attacking is gone.
Yeah.
You're gonna attack him instead. All right, cool. Roll to hit, please.
So that'll be against touch armor class. My base attack bonus. Oh, Victor, I actually have a question about that.
Answer.
The spell says its attack bonus is your base attack bonus plus your intelligence or charisma bonus for wizards and sorcerers, respectively.
Mhm.
If I've got attack bonuses for 2 attacks, does that mean I can make 2 attacks with this blade?
No.
Okay. So 6 is 19 plus 9 is 28 for the attack roll.
28 will hit, yeah.
Right. I really need to find another D12. Right now I'm using this absolutely gargantuan thing. That was a pretty good roll. That was actually a 12. So 20.
I know how you feel, Brendan. I totally know how you feel.
So that will be 25 damage.
All right. The Drider is no longer appreciative of the weird dagger thingy floating around in the sky. Doesn't mean he's not sure that he wants to stop having lunch, but you know, he's not the best about it. Blodgett, quick FYI, losing 4 points of con is going to drop you 2 hit points per level. Temporarily until your constitution comes back.
So it's like double damage.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an important safety tip. Thanks, Egon. Yeah. Try not to get bit again. By the way, he's attached to you and is not going anywhere.
He will continue to suck blood.
He
Next
won't be
up is
attached
Blob.
long.
Hmm?
He won't be attached long.
Okay. Blaz, your attack, sir. All right. Be like that.
2
Oh,
undead.
there you are.
I'm seeing 2 undead. What the big spider thingy and the purple guy below him?
Yes. Yes.
Which one is attacking Blodgett? The spider guy?
The spider guy.
It's attached to me.
You can
Okay.
do a flame strike.
No. I'm gonna do a searing light spell. Aim directly at the spider guy. I'm not sure if he's sensitive to light. I'm guessing he is since he's a vampire.
Do you want to move on the other side of the horse that's in your way between you and the spider guy? You don't
Well,
have to.
it's
You
just
can
a,
just shoot
it's just
through
a
the
beam.
horse or something.
It's just a beam of light. So I can like literally like shoot around the fucking centaur. I can use the centaur, just like put my hand over the centaur, right? And cast the beam. It's a beam of light.
You're going to have to move around in some way because the centaur is standing in he's not standing still in front of you.
I can't see
Because
over
if
the back of the
Ren
centaur.
was standing still in front of you, then the monster would have an easier shot at hitting him.
Okay. Okay. Well, all right. So I'm gonna step.
You can. I will let you move around the centaur and then attack.
Yeah, I'll move around him to the right.
Okay.
I mean, these guys are still backing up, right? The other 2.
Correct.
All right. So yeah.
Yeah, you do not have to move into them in order to move around the centaur.
Nope. Just checking.
Although I should have made you.
And I'll cast the third level spell.
Searing light. Not sure I'm hearing you. I don't hear you now.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, cool.
You're floating in it. You said something. Then I'll cast the third level spell. Is all we heard.
No, I said I'll cast the third level spell, Searing Light.
All right. I roll to hit. Touch attack.
Yes, sir.
Touch AC for the Drider is 8 because he's currently attached to Blodgett, so neither of them are moving very fast.
Yay! I get it. I get a plus to my touch attack. Give me a second.
Okay.
Ace attack. There's touch. All right. Touch 12. I have a touch 12.
All right. Well, that hits.
Cool.
Roll damage.
And so I'm gonna roll. Is he sensitive to light?
You haven't asked him yet. He is a vampire.
So that would be yes.
Daylight he is.
Vulnerable to bright light takes 1d8 points of damage per caster level. Maximum 10d8. Maximum 10d8? Fuck you.
A mere 10d8 damage.
Okay.
Hmm.
It's only a third level spell too. That's pretty great.
That is pretty good.
That's 43 points of damage.
Yeah, 1d8 plus. Okay, yeah. Roll a d20 if you would, please.
If I must.
You must, as a matter of fact.
17.
You overcome his spell resistance, so the searing light will affect him, and he is going to go the way of the Goonie Bird.
Woohoo!
Vanishes into a cloud of angry mist.
And then Carrick is going to mimic what I did with his Searing Light spell. Not going to be quite as much. And I honestly don't know what his touch attack is, I have to tell you. Second. Not sure how to figure that out.
Interesting.
Damn. This is it.
Can turn all those off. Can you guys not hear me?
We can hear
No,
you.
I can hear you. I'm reading up on searing light. And there's a definite discussion as to whether or not it affects vampires.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
A blast of light from your open palm?
Yeah, it's an argument. There are some who say yes and some who say no. And the problem is the book that I found doesn't directly, or the website that I found that talks about the spell doesn't effectively. Pathfinder.
From the text that I'm reading on the system reference document, it specifically says focusing divine power like a ray of the sun.
Yeah.
And it also has a section that says an undead creature takes 1d6 points of damage per caster level, and an undead creature particularly vulnerable to bright light takes 1d8.
Yes. Both of those are correct.
Yeah.
The D&D reference website I like plays videos, so it sucks up a lot of memory or a lot of like.
Yeah, no, I'm on that one as well. I'm on 3 of them actually. Yeah, it does. Yeah, the 3.5 does note that vampires are damaged by sunlight, direct sunlight. So yeah, I'm gonna go with it. All right, give me a hit roll for your homeboy.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, I'll roll a die. I don't know what his touch attack is. But I'll roll the die.
He's in good proximity, so he's got he'll need a 14.
Okay. 20!
All right, well he touches him. Roll damage,
Cool.
please.
And he gets 5d8 damage. But but he's not actually touching him.
I know.
Okay. 22 points of damage.
All right, that's barely enough. The other vampire turns into a ball of smoke. You have no more vampires attacking you. And after your move, plus LJ, your turn.
Let's see here. What can LJ do that is going to be super useful? I know clerics can cast aid on a whim. What does aid do? Does aid do what I think it does? No, it does not.
AIDS?
Yeah, I was going to try and cast aids on
Vampire? Good
no,
idea,
on
because
Blodgett to restore constitution, but that does not
That
appear
does
to
not,
be
that
a
does
thing.
not restore constitution.
Yeah, I recognize that now. There's got to be something
I've got Blodgett, but I just take care of the vampires.
Okay. I am going to, yeah, just run up to one of the 2 remaining vampires,
Mhm.
and get to poking.
Get to poking.
All right, so you're going to go and have sex with one of the vampires. Cool.
Yep.
You're going to start poking the human vampire, or yeah, you can't reach the drow vampire, so.
Yeah.
You get 2 attacks. Roll to hit.
Well, he can't attack while he's turned, right? Even if I just like come up to him.
No, once you get within 10 feet, it's on, bitch.
Okay. Ooh, those are really good rolls. It's too bad he doesn't take criticals.
It's a
So
pity.
that's going to be 40 and 34.
Okay, they both hit.
Okey-doke. It's gonna be 8 plus 26, 34 damage.
All right, he is definitely wounded. And on their turn, the 2 vampires turn to gaseous form and run away.
Say that again, you kind of cut out for me.
On their turn, the 2 vampires turn to gaseous form and run away. I was just checking whether they could run away or if they had to stay there, and they can run away. They just have to stay with your pause for another 10 minutes or 10 rounds.
Good job.
All right, you guys have rid yourself of vampires. You look around, and the huts in the immediate area do seem to be deserted.
So I'm going to have Carrot cast a detect undead spell, just in general vicinity.
What's the distance on that?
60 in it.
I don't know, but I can check real quick. That's why I have this lovely. So I made his domain spell detect
Mhm.
undead, so he's just going to be our undead radar detector. 60 feet.
All right. He detects no undead within 60 feet.
Great, we're clear. And he's just going to like.
One quick moment.
What's that?
I don't know what he said.
Hmm.
Everything cool here?
Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
waiting for Vic.
All right. Sorry to leave you heathens alone, but the beloved Patling made sweet potatoes with black beans and peppers, so it's really good.
Cool.
How dare you nourish yourself in the middle of a game?
Mhm.
I wait till after the game.
I appreciate that.
Nourish, not
don't.
pleasure. I said nourish.
I'm a
No.
nourisher.
No, pleasuring myself, I do that during the game. D&D brings me pleasure, okay? It's not like that. You dirty. You get your mind out of the gutter.
We can't. That's where we live.
This is not that kind of
Mhm.
D&D game.
I don't know, it gets close sometimes. All right, what do you guys want to do at this point?
So the vampires didn't leave anything behind, right?
Mm-mm.
Just vaped and got out of there like little blood-sucking douchebags.
I asked Reg, whatever his name is, which way did the new people come from?
The evil came from?
The new people.
Oh, the new people. Okay.
He gets up slowly from where he's cowering on the ground and points to the northeast, I mean.
Um,
All right, shall we take that path north to where the burnt out, and then hang a right? It's better, I think, than trumping through the mushrooms.
Sounds good.
okay, yeah, now that the Smurfs have been thoroughly defeated, when we get to the escarpment, Froderick is going to take out a spyglass and scout ahead and check the ceiling and as far beyond as he can. Any movement? And check recent tracks, which I believe involves something called a tracking roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Been the hang of this after about a year and a half.
Also, give me a survival check.
Okay. The tracking roll is 31.
Okay.
Survival check is 16.
Not so good. All right. And a spot check.
What?
With the spyglass, a spot with your spy. I guess actually a search.
Search. Okay, search check. Okay. Hold on. I rolled a 1, Vic. Sorry. Blew it. So much for that.
Frederick's eyes are closed.
Yeah, I got the spyglass actually in reverse. So
Mhm.
everything looks really fucking far away.
Give me a dexterity save, a reflex save, please,
Oh
Frederick.
no, he's gonna drop it and break it.
Yep. Let's do the reflex. Reflex.
1.
Reflex is gonna be 828.
You do catch it before it falls.
Yep. That sounds about right.
What you see in this area is that people have been walking more frequently through the mushroom patch, both of these mushroom patches, and then heading out this direction towards D. There are no tracks that lead up this way. Your survival skill action, I guess, is pretty decent. It's not a bad survival skill. You notice that the largest of the mushrooms, the fungi food in this area, has all been picked.
It's all been what?
Picked. It's all been picked clean. Like somebody basically picked this area to get rid of all the any food that was near ripe is gone.
Picked this area. Got rid of all the food.
Yeah. Anything even close to ripe is gone.
The edible. Okay. So no mushrooms for us. No shiitake or no mushroom soup.
Mm-hmm.
I was so hoping. Okay.
Or
But
there's some big animal that's eating all the mushrooms.
so the roads lead to D, which is the river crossing, the bridge.
And the henchman points to this direction over here, still to the
Oh,
northwest.
so there's some tracks going in that direction? I thought you
There's a
said
trail going that direction, but not tracks.
not tracks. Okay. Well, what do y'all want to do? You want to trek a little further along sea and then to the east? Because I think that sounds cool.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Okay. Well, come along with me. And I'll try using the spyglass again and not drop it. Probably ought to put it on a lanyard.
Okay, give me another roll. If
Okay.
you didn't break it last time, you can still give a shot.
20.
20.
20. So for a search, that would be 35 at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
And then-
Blotchet. You were hiding under the big blue thing. All right, you no longer have to be SH. You can be yourself, Blotchet.
Oh, yay! I'm no longer
All right,
shithead.
Frederick, you see from this vantage point, and this actually makes a bit more sense. It makes a lot more sense to be able to see it from here. You can make out that basically everything on the other side of this river is still inhabited. The drow are there. They're not like they're not, running around in the fields half naked being happy. But you do see some drow inside this hut and this hut over here, and one in the fields. Yeah, basically they're all on this side of the river. They're all over here. You will actually also see from that point of view, you can see that the one in here in this little mushroom cabin right there is looking out in y'all's direction.
There's no way they're not vampires, right?
No, they're probably not vampires. I don't think they are.
Does
It
Lem
might
even
be
care?
food.
You should kill them.
Well, they might be food. That's why all the food's gone, and they probably gave it to them so they could feed the vampires.
The
they're food for
vampires
the vampires.
drink blood.
Vampires drink blood of the people that
Undead.
they're feeding with the food.
Well, we could do a couple of things. We could try actually waving at them, like I don't know if they can make us out at this distance because this is beyond what is their dark vision is what is it 60 or 120 feet? Because I think we're a little beyond that. They don't have a spyglass.
The cave is lit by the fungus. The cave is lit by the fungus.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
The guy inside the hut, you figure, can probably make out movement easily and might even be able to see you. The reason you can see him is because you have the spyglass, so you can see into the hut that he's hiding in.
Okay, how about we just stay still and just see what he does? See if he signals an alert or if he just ignores us.
Okay. How long are you going to stay still for?
Is what now?
How long do you wait?
Until he starts to do something alarming, like leave the hut and like warning others or something like that, or firing a 12 gauge at us or whatever.
5 minutes. He does not seem to move or do anything alarming that you can tell. Well, he does move. He looks back inside the hut and then back out at you guys. That's about all he does.
Who of us? Wait a minute. Some of us have about the build of a drow, don't we?
Garlos is the size of a drow, but not the color. You have the build of a gnoll.
Yeah, I would not pass as a drow. That's true. Maybe I should crouch down a little bit. Maybe have Garrulous just. Do drow wave at each other?
Do we think we need anything past these guys, or can we go around them?
I think we just go around them and just go to the north east up to S19.
Yeah, I say we try something new and do that.
Yeah, let's just try to just fly casual, right?
Fly casual. Okay, so Frederick, you're gonna
Have
lead the party.
Garrulous like wave at him or something like that, and just.
Oh, he definitely would. Garlos waves at them.
Waves at him, and then we just continue on and just ignore him and just continue on our way. Just be nonchalant. Board competence. Remember that term?
Yes.
Okay.
The drow doesn't seem to do anything when you guys walk by. When Garlos waves at him, he kind of glares at Garlos. But that's about it.
Because he knows about John's poetry.
Most likely, yeah.
He doesn't want to start another Monty Python montage.
S19 is an ever-darkening cavern. Folks Cave, Folks Mass. About 30 feet into the cave, about 30 feet into the tunnel, a heavy swinging iron gate bars the passage. A padlock holds the barrier closed. Beyond it, the tunnel continues to the northeast, stretching into the darkness.
I think this may be the way we're looking for.
Do you see any light at the end of that darkness?
No.
Like,
Padlock. Oh, wait a minute. We got a really good thief, don't we?
yeah, check for traps too.
Yeah. Everybody back up and let Blodgett do her thing.
Blodgett, do you wish to do your thing?
Pretty please?
Blodgett's all like, I guess my thing's better than your thing.
I'm just looking for traps.
+2 your masterwork tools.
Zag, do you have two audio?
Do I have what?
Somebody has an echo.
And whenever the echo occurs, I see your screen lighting up as if you're talking.
Got a 39 of 41.
Here. I'm going to turn my audio down. Just experiment.
Okay.
I don't hear an echo.
Well, Zag, if you don't hear the echo, it's probably you, because everybody else hears it.
Is that right?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Zag, unmute. All right, we're testing the echo.
Is that any better?
Nope,
Yeah,
still
we
got
Hear
echo.
again. And if you mute,
Is it me?
Can you hear the echo, guys?
testing, and the
Yeah, no
echo's
echo.
gone.
No. It's you, boo.
Right, I'm gonna log out, log back in.
All right, that's wild. All right, Blas, yeah, you've got a iron door with a iron bar. Sorry, an iron grate bars the passage with a padlock holding the barrier closed. So you can check for traps and then try to open locks.
You meant Blodgett, right?
Yes, sorry, I meant Blodgett, regardless of what I said.
I got a 41 just to check for traps.
All right, you find no traps.
And to open 18 plus 16, 36.
All right, it is a very difficult lock, but it is not more difficult than you are good. So you're able to unlock it and get it opened up.
Lodge it! Yay!
Good for something.
Lodge it, smash.
Lodge it tip jar.
I want a smash kick. All right, you're able to open up the. Closed covered pool. You're able to open up the portal, and down into the rabbit hole you may now go. Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Can we sing the song from Monty Python, his minstrels? We were not at all afraid to have our elbows smashed and.
Oh my God! Yes, you can. You can absolutely sing that song. All right. The passageways is natural stone. It is basically completely natural stone, uneven and unworked. Very, very difficult to run or charge through these areas because it's uneven ground. Stalactites and stalagmites all over the place. No climb checks are normally required to navigate them, but the floor is definitively uneven. The ceilings are also unworked, ranges from 15 to 20 feet high. And the tunnels are occasionally have icy cold water in them, sometimes for hundreds of feet at a stretch.
How wide is the tunnel on average, Victor, or the variance?
Oh, very, very good question. The typical cavern is about 70 to 160 feet long and 20 to 50 feet wide.
Okay, so there's plenty of room for us.
The tunnels, sorry, that was the caverns. The tunnels themselves are between 5 and 20 feet wide. It ranges. The width varies widely as you go along.
Okay, I'm going to use my stone cunning as best I can, and we're going to stop and listen periodically.
Okay.
Proceed with caution. Try not to bunch up, but when we are going through the more narrow tunnels, I would say let's not dawdle. Is there potential kill channels? And then when they're about 20 feet wide, spread out a little bit.
Okay.
Not bunch up too much. And remember, short controlled bursts.
Are you hearing echoes now?
Yeah.
Let's see. How are we doing?
Testing.
Yeah, no, we don't.
We're good.
Yeah. I don't hear any echoes. Thank you, Zach. Welcome back, sir. Welcome back, Commander.
His head is no longer hollow.
Zach, to fill you back in, the caverns themselves that you're going through are unworked stone. You did get into the caves leading out of Sisyph Volcano. It's unworked stone, goes on for miles and miles and miles. You have it's very little. There are very few areas that are flat. It's practically impossible to run or charge through this area. Filled with stalactites and stalagmites. The heights of the tunnels range from 15 to 20 or 30 feet. and they
So these are tunnels. They're not open, like open highways and byways.
correct.
Got it. I'm making sure that we got reg, like as we pass by like dead soldiers and things, like we just found like stuff that like a headpiece and the stuff that can fit him as we go, right?
Okay.
I just want to make sure he's protected. I know he's not gonna be able to help us, but I assume he's with us for the duration.
So far you've found enough to give him basic leather armor,
Great,
which is about the most he can move around in.
great.
He doesn't have the wherewithal to maneuver in anything more
Hey,
bulky
Blodgett,
than
Blodgett, why don't you befriend this guy and like make him, make him a, what you do, whatever it is you do that we don't know about.
do that voodoo you
That you
do so
do
well.
so well.
With the kid?
Yeah, was he a kid?
With Reg?
Yeah,
With Rich. Yeah. You ask him his age, he's actually 28 years old.
yeah.
He's just been extremely malnourished.
Done.
Okay. I can train him.
There you go. Between Carrick and Blodgett, we'll whip him into shape.
All right.
Find a use for him. Aside from fodder.
All right. That's definitely doable. Um, as you are traveling along, just out of curiosity, not that it's going to be necessary or anything, what is your party order?
I'm gonna generally head up the rear with Carrick by my side. I
Jay will
imagine.
take the front.
Budget and Reg will be right in front of Zag.
Left will
I'll
be in
be in
front of
front.
both of it.
Though the sound of centaur hooves were in a unworked cave, pretty difficult to muffle that, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah.
I am wearing the drow boots.
Okay.
If you remember, and you may not because it's been a minute, they last for a good 10 minutes.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
Yeah.
going to be traveling about 30 miles.
Yeah, 1,500. Yeah, we're gonna have to probably stop for a break. We can't go 30 miles through uneven ground and tunnel, and
We're gonna have to
I mean,
find
that's
places
pretty
to stop.
exhausting. We're gonna have to stop somewhere in a wide place,
Are
probably.
there like, Victor? Are there like little towns on the way, or are they? We can't really stay off the road because there's only one road.
No, there
So
might be. Actually, there may be some. Victor, are there some elevated niches or alcoves that we could along the way where we could stop that give us a little bit of an elevation advantage?
Um, as you're traveling through, oh, sorry, are you asking like, is there any place for you to stop? To rest?
Yeah, like maybe midway, because 30 miles is pretty tough for a day's march through these kind of conditions. It's going to exhaust us.
That's true. That is true, actually. Um,
Or we could push on because of the time limit and all. I mean,
I don't
it's
know.
up to
How
you.
many miles do you think the average party would be able to walk through a cave in a day?
20.
I think, yeah, you know what, given our level and how much we've been through and all that, we could probably do it in a day, but we're going to be pretty damn exhausted by the time we get to the lake. And we be
Here, let me
careful
ask my
what we
friend
encounter.
Gilgamesh.
Huh?
Let me ask my friend Gilgamesh. Hold on a second.
Whoa. Walking 30 miles in a day with like an injured former slave may not work out too well for him.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he may have to get on
Yeah.
one of the centaurs.
One of the centaurs.
The
Hey.
Oh,
rest
speaking
That's
of
fine.
injuries,
Yeah,
speaking of
Blodge,
injuries,
I'm gonna cast a
Oh,
restoration.
logic. Yes. Fuck.
I'm gonna cast a
Thank
restoration
you.
spell on you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll look.
also Neil requests to be healed. He's down 26 hit points.
Who's this?
I'm down 28 hit points.
I tell him to quit whining.
Nails hurting.
The blacksmith.
Okay.
That's right. We should have done a health check before we
28.
left the other cavern. My bad.
Oopsies.
Yeah, hold on. I'm just gonna waste some spells here. Give me a second.
I got a cure light potion.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, save the potions. Let Zach do his thing.
I'm gonna just cast a couple of cure critical wound spells.
And you get a restore for the Constitution points.
Yeah. I'll look all
So
that up.
Logic, your con is restored.
Thank you.
We're waiting for the hit points to be restored.
And so
I'll be right back.
48.
I'm gonna take a bio break.
Okay. And critical wounds 48 plus 11. So that's going to be nope. That's going to be Logic. That's 28 points of damage back to you.
Oh, perfect. That's what I was missing.
And the henchman. Oh, even more. 29 points of damage back to him. And I'm out of 4th level spells, kids. So
Sleepy time.
we should probably figure. I agree that somewhere along the way, we want to find some place where we can sort of hide away and rest, take shifts. You still there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's just 2 people. There's 3 people missing, so it's just me and Benjamin.
What the hell happened?
Hi.
What'd you do with everybody? Damn! It's a fucking online murder show. You killed everybody. We're the only 3 left.
That means we win. I have a friend who always
okay.
used to ask me, "Oh, you play Dungeons and Dragons? So did you win tonight?" That's not how it works.
Well, I lived.
I lived. I survived another day.
I'm back and I could hear everything you were saying. I actually have a spell prepared for this resting thing. Leoman's Tiny Hut.
That'll work.
Leoman's tiny hut, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I have protection from undead, or invisible to undead, or something like that. Let me see. Oh no, it's Carrick's spell. He has I gave him something like that. Hide from undead.
All right. I had stepped away. I just got back. Brandon, you were saying something about your tiny butt.
Yeah. My tiny butt is so cute and tight. I know all of you want it.
Cool.
No, I was talking about my tiny hut. The spell that I can cast at any time to give us a place to rest.
Leoman's tiny butt. Okay.
We're all gonna
So
we're all gonna climb to Leoman's tiny butt.
basically, yeah. But before you do, you guys get about 17 miles along the path. It's about just over halfway, and there's a fork. You wish to go left or right? Fork. The fork is not on the map. I
Tracking check.
appreciate that you thought it would be this easy.
No, that's all right. Tracking check. And stone cunning as well. or stone cunning as a synergy bonus.
Good idea. I like that.
Okay. Not too bad. So that's going to be.
Give me stone cunning first, and then tracking.
Okay. Stone cunning is going to be 25 without synergy.
Mm-hmm.
And then tracking. Tracking is going to be 29. Without synergy bonus.
All right. You can tell two things. More tracks go back and forth along the right. And while there are tracks that go to the left, there are no tracks that come back from the left.
So what do you think, guys? Blodgett?
There are more tracks that go to the right.
Mm-hmm.
There are tracks going to and from the right.
To the right, yes.
Okay.
Budget
Enough.
always likes to go left, but that y'all go whichever way you want.
I mean, Batman always says to go left.
I don't like that. I mean, I agree. If you're at Disney, always go left because they're trying to make you go right. But I don't like that there are no tracks coming back.
Yes, that scares me. That makes me feel like there's just a succubus or a giant pit or something that is devouring tracks.
You know,
But what would Batman do?
Well, Batman would go left because that's how you always get out of a maze.
Bat Tootsie.
I remember that dance. God damn it, Zag. So Blodgett, tell me your thinking going left.
Budget just likes to go left.
Kind of leaning towards going right. I don't like that there's no tracks coming back to a city.
But you said that the right one was that way. No, there's no tracks coming back.
Left.
Oh. Maybe we should go right. Maybe the
I think of
left is
any good
a one
reason
way.
why there would be no tracks coming back.
I've got an idea, actually.
What's the big idea? Split the party.
Okay, we've come 17 miles. That's a ways.
Mm-hmm.
Also, spells only last so long. So I think,
Oh yeah, it's been a good 5 hours.
yeah. I think what we ought to do is camp somewhere, like double back just a little bit and find a place like an alcove and then wait and watch and see what comes back. And maybe we can get some intelligence from the beings that come along this way, if it's that well traveled. Just a thought.
Well, let's start with, can we are there places where we can pull off of the main road and, do that? Are there little alcoves or caves where we're not going to get et?
It's a natural cavern. There should be places like that in the natural cavern. That's what I know from karst topography. But then again, this is the Underdark, so.
And who knows?
And you have to ask God.
You find a stretch of natural cavern, much like this, that I have left over. And it has a little alcove. The alcove doesn't go anywhere. This is not a path. It's just a widening, a temporary widening of the thingamajiggy. What do you call those? Tunnel.
Okay, well, we do a very good check to make sure there's no gelatinous cubes or
Mold
Yeah.
or
yellow
Yeah.
ochres
Oh,
or
Vic wouldn't do that.
black puddings. Yes, he would.
I know. Fucking with
Wait, you checked for black pudding too?
you.
Yes.
You guys don't let me have any fun.
It's not my first rodeo.
I say we rest, but maybe cast a sanctuary spell.
Well, I was gonna cast a hide from I was gonna have Carrick. He has hide from undead. So either I will or
Not
he will.
bad. Yeah, sanctuary, hide from undead, but we need to post a watch constantly.
Yeah, we need yeah, we need to those who do not need to rest to get their spells back will be need to.
Well, put me either at the beginning or the end of the watch. I need to get mine back.
Let's see. One touch creature per level. I can hide 11 of us. How many of us are there?
Less than 11. Unless you count my multiple personalities.
Undead cannot see, hear, or smell the warded creatures. This is a first level spell. So you can also cast a sanctuary spell. I'll do both.
You guys want to throw up the tiny hut?
Oh right. I forgot. You have your tiny butt.
The one from REI.
Can they see the tiny butt?
The tiny butt appears as a as like this opaque sphere of force of any color I desire. Half of it projects above the ground, and the lower half passes through the ground. So from this position, probably like a quarter of it would be visible, like poking out of the wall.
It's not going to attract attention at all.
Well, neither will 9 motherfuckers just like camped in the middle of the road.
But no, I get it. No, it's fine. Yeah, let's do both of those.
All right, tiny hut.
Better.
Whoosh.
And hide
All
from
right.
undead.
So, cast Leoma's tiny butt.
Yep.
No, I know what I need to do. That is not what just happened. Oh, it's the wrong map. There we go. So how big is the tiny hut on the outside?
On the outside, it is a 20-foot radius sphere.
Foot radius.
Yeah, those are actually 5-foot squares. So, okay. And on the inside, what is it?
On the inside, it's big enough to fit 9 other medium creatures aside from Lev.
All right. So you can fit the whole party in there. FYI for invisibility to undead, any unintelligent undead are can't sense you. Intelligent undead get a saving throw. So zombies completely invisible, vampires saving throw.
Oh yeah, that's true. But still, they'd have to know what they're
It's
looking
something.
for. And so you make the orb the color of the rock.
Yep.
And can you back it up a little bit to include the little alcove on the back?
Yeah, it would be centered on Lev.
So what's going on?
And if somebody passes by the tiny hut, what happens? I don't see where all other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Okay, spells on much can't pass. Okay, so yeah. All right. You guys will be able to sleep and rest inside the tiny hut with no problem. The night is full of terrors. The night is dark and full of terrors. But you do not have any visit you directly.
Awesome.
You're able to regain spells and hit points as required. You basically are able to rest 8 hours and regain all of your full spells. You're back up at full. All of your spells are at full. And what do you guys do at that point?
At that point, I suggest we call the game here for the night. It's almost 10
Okay.
o'clock and we just rested.
Okay. It's actually not a bad idea.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Call the game tonight because we're all rested. It's 10 o'clock.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
All right. Good game, guys. I completely agree with your idea of using the tiny hut. That was actually a really good idea. That really worked. That worked in your favor.
I feel
All
like
right.
something bad would have happened if we hadn't.
I mean,
Shadow
you
dragons.
always think of the worst. What would I do? Much.
Oh, dragons. Except we find out they're only 6 inches tall.
Yeah, I'm just afraid that we're gonna drop the tiny hut barrier and like there's gonna be a bunch of drow waiting for us. What the fuck?
Give him ideas.
You haven't been reading my sheets, have you, Zach?
And what they do is they have on party hats and they go, surprise!
Right?
We have initiative now. Yeah.
We just immediately go back in the hut.
Happy birthday. Fuck you.
We're like, surprise, butt sex.
Have a good night.
Okay, good night.
We'll definitely do. All right, we'll catch you guys next Tuesday, coming out of the hut and seeing what happens. It's definitely going to be exciting.
Looking forward to it.
Thanks.
You bet, Matt.
Yes.
Good night.
Vic?
No.
Got a few minutes, secure channel.
I do securing channel presently.
Okay, very good. Yeah, figure. Oh. You hear me okay?